Okay, today we have a beautiful A5 here with an alternator problem and a turbo problem. That turbo is gone. You guys will hear and see more about that in another video. What we're going to do now is we're quickly going to work on the alternator. Basically, got to loosen these two bolts over here. There's a bolt right here. Let me quickly turn on the flashlight. A bolt right over here that we have to take out, and then also this plug over here. So it's basically a simple Ford job to get the alternator loose. One of the big challenges is the belt. So this belt is also done for. We got to basically get some slack on the belt. So we've got a tensioner down there that we basically have to push it like once, push it to the one side. There's going to be some slack on this cable. We can take it off and then just remove the alternator and install the new one. Okay, so all of these are basically 13s with this plug here at the back. Just so that you guys can maybe see a bit better. So basically just push back on the, where is it, on that part right over there, if you guys can see, and then yeah, it just basically slides out. Very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to remove this one now, and it is a 13 spanner. Okay, so right over here we have a 16 spanner in it, so that's basically the tensioner. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull it to the right hand side of the car. So if the car is this side, we got to pull it that side. It's going to give some tension on this belt. So what we're going to do is we are not going to change the belt now. The owner of the car is going to change it in the future. So basically we're just going to change the alternator. So while he actually lets go, I'm just going to hold the belt, loosen the bolts, take the alternator out. The new one is over here. All the tools, just a complete mess. We're going to take the new one, put the new one in, and then put the belt on and tighten everything down. Okay, so the alternator is out. That's basically how it looks like. I'm just holding the belt so that we do not lose tension on the belt. Otherwise, we got to reroute everything. So let's quickly go and put the new one in. It's actually a pretty straightforward job. The two bolts in the top, two bolts at the back, and then obviously the plug and the ground cable over here. Okay, so we have got the new alternator on. Sorry, I was supposed to say that we've got two bolts at the top, two bolts at the bottom, 1 and 2, as you guys saw when I took it off. One thing is the alternator does not charge the battery anymore. So we actually, from the Audi group, we actually got a new one, well, semi-new, pre-new, new to us. Yeah, so we got this alternator that was working 100% fine. So we are thinking of just to swap it out, see what it does, but it will work. So what I'm going to do is, not now, we're just going to plug everything back in at the back, and then we'll start it up. We'll actually take the diagnostic tool and everything, and I'll show you guys. We did do a log of before, but I can show you guys a log of afterwards of basically how it's charging before and after. The only thing is we cannot start a car with the turbo out. The oil in feed will just push all the oil out. So for you guys, we're going to do it in a split second, but for me and for the owner of the car, we'll probably do it Friday, which is in 2 days from now. So anyway, let me quickly install the things here at the back. Okay, so here's the alternator now. So we just did a quick inspection of our dirty hands. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, as you guys can see, it can move freely, right? So we're going to actually use his finger as the as the one that we're going to cut off. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to turn it. So as you guys can see, actually it's turning without the inner part turning. So there's definitely something that broke here. So maybe whenever it's turning or whatever the case is missing some charge, it's not charging properly, and that's most probably why the car is always having starting problems or basically low battery problems. So let's quickly look at the log. So the RPM is this red one and it follows up here. So you can see here the RPMs was low. He puts his foot down here, it's this green line over here, it's his foot being down and then let go over here. So you can see the RPM just creeping up, good stuff. Okay, so let's quickly check out the alternator. So right over here, you can see I marked it in blue, is the alternator. So basically we're checking the voltage, how much the voltage remains on the car. It should always be between 13.5 and 14.5. Looking over here, we started off at 13.7. Going even into the 14s. Wait, it's coming. Where is it there? Into the 14s, which is good. And then maintaining a 13.5 and above. Okay, which is freaking amazing up until red line. So before it even dropped into the 12 volts. And I can quickly show you here. Here's one of the logs over here. Let's just quickly... Here you can see even here, didn't even search for it, just went there. 12.8, 12.82, 12.91, 12.86, 12.82. So as he was driving, he just started to every now and again get that alarm of your alternator is not working or something from the sort. It pops it up on the screen, and in the mornings you would actually struggle to start the car just to find out that it was this alternator that went bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new video of showing you guys how I actually picked up that this alternator is going to break before it broke, and I'll show you in that video. But for now, this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see all of you legends in my next one. But for now, peace out.